Welcome to the Lucky 38. Glad you could make the trip. The crowning jewel in the oasis of the Vegas Strip. I'm Robert Edwin House, the founder of this place of rest, a haven for the wayward. That's to say, if you can pay the rent. Understand that if you try to stop my plans, you'll come to harm. I ensure that every bandit standing here has just one arm. I eschew the grandeur, built a land for all that's free from smarm. But show your hand, I'll flush you out straight down to the farm. You blunder in and wonder if a bunch of chips can run the strip. 100 twits with guns and clips have tried their luck and lost the bet. I funded it, I'm one with it, so watch your lip or run the risk. Cause if you're here to plunder it, you might just end up
You
under
can
it.
get them, you can fold them, stack the deck and raise the dice. All that glitters isn't golden. Cash that check, you'll pay the price. Might be safer in the desert, only dust to judge your sins. But those who wager aren't so clever, cause in heaven, well, the house always wins. The house always wins. The house always wins. The house always
Want to see the profits of democracy? Then go and see 'em. Across the street, a bunch of freaks are playing Coliseum. Honestly, was the world you wanted what you got to see when you were dropping crosses into boxes behind folding screens? Was dropping bombs your chosen option? Did you vote for Scream? Was the apocalypse your politician's policy? Did you put stock in their prepostering and prophecy? A shining future built on squabble-free equality? That every day you'd get your plate of steak and collard greens? The human race was capable of anything but want and greed? But now that world is gone and what lived on belongs to me. That freedom you so wanted, now the cost of living comfortably. Peace is just a product with a focused test of billions. The test was unsuccessful, so we altered its description.
Your safety now provided by the guys at Ropco Services.
For one ongoing price of your unwavering subservience. Impressed, I raise the stakes, return this land to vibrance. Witness as I raise a state from mud and random violence. Business is a way to stay the bloody hand of tyrants. Convinced yet, sail and ask my buddy, Andrew Ryan. A grip of iron never tires. Head of ire, lead and wires. Neon veins in ancient spires. Pump the captain, I respire. The economy is ash, I didn't light the fire. But I can always turn a profit, sweeping up
You
the
can
pie.
hit them, you can fold them, stack the deck and raise the dice. All that glitters isn't golden. Cash that check, you'll pay the price. Might be safer in the desert, only dust to judge your sins. But those who wager aren't so clever, cause in heaven, well, the house always wins. The house always wins. The house always wins. The house always wins.
I saw the path, I preempted those ascending arms. My gilded heart beats forever on to mend the scars. I built an ark out of empty spas and trendy bars. Mended the families, befriended with the NCR. I raised the wasteland from a band of little fight clubs. I handle situations delicately, white gloves. I'm the chairman of the board, taxing on your survival out to murder competition, then sit back and hike the price up. Oh no, a society trapped in a snow globe. No surprises, the rappers are no show. Undeniably tragic is no hope. To my hobby and habit is no home. And the like to manage the whole show. To the glitz and the glamour and show both. So the back of the map of my folio. Unofficially branded in rock. With just a pair of dice, I came and tamed these earthly wastes. I built a paradise, you might as well desert your faith. Long ago when we aimed Armageddon at those pearly gates, I used that molten gold to rebuild heaven at the 38.
You can hit them, you can fold them, stack the deck and raise the dice. All that glitters isn't golden. Cash that check, you'll pay the price. Might be safer in the desert, only dust to judge your sins. But those who wager aren't so clever, cause in heaven, well, the house always wins. The house always wins. The house always wins.
Thanks to my amazing patrons, and thanks to all of you for sticking around what has been a little bit quiet around here lately. I've been working on some really big, exciting things, but none of them are quite ready yet. So please enjoy this remaster of one of my favourite Stupendium classics in the meantime. And speaking of classics, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell. You know the drill. Stay tuned. I'll be back soon. Bye.